Shalom, yahawahshi, call hello, yahawahshi, double on side apostles. Blessed to you brothers out there teaching truth and sincerity. We want to get into this is more of an open forum, but through the Spirit, I want to go over just being on the side of the Most High, and the importance of it and how much of a blessing it is, and the things that's required to be on the side of the Most High. So we can start off from, we're going to go through all the good, the bad, and everything. Because what happens is people take for granted the importance of having yahawahshi on your side once you get a certain level of control over your life. And you think, you have control, but the Most High is giving you leeway to, do what you want, That's why the Most High said he that is faithful over little will be faithful over much, They get a little leeway, they get a little money, they get a little hot piece, or they get a little job opportunity or situation. Then they act like they don't have to focus on the Most High as much, So you got that, brother? He that's it's a fearful thing to fall in the hands of living power as a Hebrew.
This is Hebrews chapter 10, verse 30. For we know him that hath said, vengeance belongeth unto me, I will recompense, saith the Most High. And again the Lord shall judge his people. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. But call to remembrance the former days, in which after ye were illuminated, ye endured a great fight of afflictions.
Yeah, so basically, don't forget where you came from. Don't forget why you're in this. That you endured these fights of afflictions. But it's a fearful thing to basically, go against the Most High, man. They had the Most High as your enemy. For him, in your eyes, you see him as Al-Shajah in the spirit. That's a fearful thing because the Most High can totally destroy you. So it's always something that to keep in mind so you can stay on point with what you're doing in the truth, you know what I'm saying? So you don't have to digress or get lack of faith, Let's get that in Baruch, through the Spirit, when now it goes away from the Lord, Because these things, you have to meditate all day about maintaining yourself in this truth. A lot of brothers get complacent and think, okay, I'm Gucci, or my situation's Gucci, and it's all going to be all good. No, man. You always want to be in good favors of the Most High, at all times, and there's always a strive to do so. Okay, you got more to that?
That's pretty legit.
You got that, Baruch? Okay.
This is Baruch chapter 4, verse 28. For as it was your mind to go astray from the Most High, so being returned, seek him 10 times more.
So now that you're in the truth, you want to, seek the Most High 10 times more. That means you're diligent, your fortitude in what you're doing, and you're constantly just increasing or just trying to do something additional to your regular scheduled programming. You want to be efficient at what you do, and like I said, it's just a concentration and focus on how to maintain on being a man of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? This is definitely a focus on it. Okay. Oh dang, I had a scripture I wanted to give. I'm gonna get this real quick in the meantime. Y'all better speak on.
Go ahead. Yeah, no, I had a say.
There you go ahead.
This is 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 18. It says, I'll start from 17. It says, Ye therefore, beloved, seeing ye know these things before, beware lest ye being also led away with the error of the wicked fall from thy own steadfastness. It says, but grow in grace. Grow in grace and knowledge of our Lord yahawahshi.
Yeah, so exactly how the brother was just saying, you got to keep increasing, because you will get in this, like, well, I know Hebrew, I know some scriptures, I know some breakdowns, and I know I got to go on a what I'm saying? The so-called white man, he wants to be more wicked every day. He think of ways to be more wicked, how to kill more people, how to destroy more things, man, because that's his goal. Okay, so us trying to get to salvation, you never can do enough. You know, you can never do enough. The scriptures tell you that. There is no limit. This is like kung fu, so to speak. There is no limit. It's an ongoing thing. But you still have to apply yourself. You know, it ain't gonna just come to you. You know, just like when you first came into the truth, it seemed like everything was coming to you, but you was actually seeking everything out, and it was sticking with you because everything started making, your whole life started making sense when you learned this knowledge of yahawahshi. Okay, but you can't get to that point where you're like, okay, you know, I'm cool and I got it, and this is to myself as well, and I'm sure, you know, any Akim out there, you know. And I was just talking to this brother about that the other day. You know, I hate when you feel like, you know, things is being robotic, because that's not being spiritual. You know, there's always something to get into, there's always something to read or go over, or, you know.
And on another note, I just want to say is that, you know, you got constant threats, man. It's a spiritual war. And it's not only, you know, the benefits that we have, but also our constant threat of Satan and Esau trying to take us under. You know, because at the end of the day, you can't fight against the so-called white man by yourself. You know what I'm saying? And it's always going to fail when people try to do it by themselves. That's why what people try doing to get into Egyptology, you know, and other doctrines. And other people try to fight to maintain whatever they want. And when you try to do it for yourself and not trusting the Most High, then that automatically is going to put you, you know, at a situation of losing. Then on top of that, man, it shows lack of faith in what you're doing, man. You got to have total faith in the Most High, you know, because really at the end of the day, all these situations are going to come to pass. Like we were saying with your parent, you raising up your children, the odds of them being in the truth or not being in the truth, that's based off the Most High. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing you can do. You can get on books, you can send them to certain schools, train them a certain way, teach them Hebrew, give them scriptures every day. But if the Most High don't want to deal with them, then they don't want to deal with them. And the odds are increased when you are not dealing with the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Because the Most High curse you and your children. You know? Then you got the aspect of your living situations, really, you know, getting salvation. Not only your family or your children, but you getting salvation. You know, all that is bent on whether you're in the good graces of the Most High or not. You know, and that's what we're conveying is that, you know, stay into that box of good graces of the Most High, because a lot of things can take you out. Adversity and prosperity, man. You know, you have to maintain your balance. You know, and this is one of the scriptures that helped me. It's really a chapter, a real short chapter. And it shows that the situations that we go through as Israelites, you know. Before I read that, I want to make sure I got something else.
Come.
Can you give me second Ezra 36? But besides that, if you had something else, let's get what you had. Because I want to read this real quick. Psalm 64, you can break it down. 64:1 says, "Hear my voice, O Most High, in my prayer. Preserve me, my life, from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity."
That's what you were saying. Just like you always got common threats. You got Satan against you, and you got the so-called white man against you. You got them working together to take you down. And the only way to fight that is through the power and grace and faith in yahawahshi, because you can't do it alone.
Who whet their tongue like a sword, and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. They that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him, and fear not.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, they know who we are. You know, they know the reason why we out there on the highways, and therefore they do things in secret. That's why they bringing up all these terrorists starting to look like us. You got a lot of terrorists that starting to have beards now. They had a guy, it looked like he had a garment. I hope I can find that video. But it looked like he had a garment, not like looking like ours, but it was just a regular sheet with fringes on the bottom. It looked like talking about having a bomb outside of a school. You know, but they do things in secret to keep us under, to keep us oppressed, to keep us down, because they know who we are. But at the end of the day, if that doesn't work, which it's not, then they just gonna plan on killing us, man. You know, or that's why they be sending brothers letters trying to get them to sell out and everything, man. They know what it takes for us to not make it, to get salvation. That's why this world is so wicked.
The scriptures say that they pray, they set us up to do iniquity, and then they pray on us, man. You know, they pray to the Most High about what we're doing. You know, verse 4 says that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in an evil manner. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them?
Yeah, who shall see? They think they running this, man. So they're going to continuously do things.
Can I read this? It says they search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search.
They accomplish it. They diligently search it out, man, to be wicked. Just like we supposed to give diligence to make our calling and election sure, they give diligence to be the wicked people of the earth.
And to fuck us over.
Yeah,
they accomplish it. That shows that we need the Most High. That shows why you're supposed to rely on the Most High, not rely on how you feel like Yahawah. He's not relying on the Most High, because another thing I want to get into is when you rely on the Most High, you're a servant or a slave to what their scriptures say, you know, and that's order, man. You know what I'm saying? Different things require you to stay in the grace of the Most High. Respect order, the rape doctrine, the RFID, you know, so-called white man being the devil. Don't have your head up a woman's ass. Don't be in it for the money. Don't be in the world for the money and doing all this, you know, don't be carnal. You have your eyes single toward the Most High. So there's all kind of aspects that require you to be in the good graces of the Most High. And a lot of these guys are breaking or deviating because they get confident in their ability. Like Yahawah, he's confident in his video exposing editing abilities and think that is going to get things done how he wants it to get done. If he truly believes in his mind that the apostles are not good people or not the right people to lead the flock, you're supposed to do it the way the Most High tell you to do it. You know what I'm saying? Which the apostles are phenomenal. They're in leadership position for the reason they are, you know, for the record. You know, but just like a woman, when she when the scriptures say about convincing somebody to do something a certain way, how the Most High want it, and you're not in a position to tell them, what it tells a woman, by your conduct. You know, how a woman convince a man, you know what I'm saying, by your conduct. As us being in positions, if you want anything done a certain way, you just conduct yourself in a certain way, man. You know? But he took it into his own hands, man. He didn't keep order. He wanted the scriptures say don't keep order. Yahawah should have just did the work, man. He should have just did the work and been efficient and picked up whatever slack that you thought the elders did not possess the energy to put forth an effort to. You know? But no, you want to do it your way. You want to tell somebody what to do. Now you got an order, not the Most High protecting you or helping you. And the Most High has a history of doing that to us. You know? He has a history of saying, okay, you don't want to listen? All right, you're on your own. And that's how the nations knew to fuck over us, man. You know? So why would you keep putting yourself in situations like that on minor things? You know, the Most High is historically known for that. And he'll do it at the drop of a dime, man. You know? Until somebody like the apostles or man of the Lord, other men of the Lord, pray us back into good graces. You know? Or when the Most High decides that you're okay, you cool. You know, because the Most High be dealing with people, man. Especially like the apostles, he's dealing with somebody, you know. And these people have the ability to pray for you, like Moses did with the Israelites in the wilderness, man. You know, people don't want to see the apostles as Moseses and things like that. That's what they are. They're in that position of leadership in Babylon, man. You can say what you want, and you know, because you know you got Moses in your mind as this phenomenal person, which he is. That shows you how important the apostles are and the other brothers are. You know,
and that's why it said continuing the things that thou hast learned, and it said bring you back in remembrance. What are the things that we remembering? Our conduct according to the scriptures. who in these times is upholding that conduct and actually watching over the flock? The apostles and elders of the great millstone, man. I mean, it ain't no hating thing, like, but a spiritual man can see that. Because I was thinking earlier, I'm like, how the hell do these people scoff, but they don't realize that they the scoffers, because that means that you're mocking something. And what you are mocking is the man of the Lord.
And inconsistencies, when you got one scoffer that believes that the RFID is not the mark of the beast. You got one person that believes the name of the Lord is something else, but he believes in the RFID chip. You got one person that don't go out in the winter, get lineups, and don't believe in the same name. You got one person that believes you can smoke weed or do this, or one person that just wanted to exposing videos. All y'all don't have the same, y'all not like-minded. The only thing y'all like-minded about is going against the apostles. Ain't nothing like-minded about you as far as serving the Lord. Now, if you look at the apostles and GMS as far as the fruit, we're like-minded in what? Getting the hell up out of here. What is the scriptures? What, you know what I'm saying? It says you shall hasten in the day. Okay? All that, oh man, you got a brother out here, he got evicted and this and that. You know, the scripture, don't be a talebearer for one. The scriptures tell you, keep order, you know what I'm saying? The scriptures tell you basically to endure that, a forward king, man.
Laugh not a lame man to scorn or something like that.
Yep, laugh not a lame man to scorn.
You don't just be talking to people because they don't have what you have, man.
And be as a pilgrim.
Be as a pilgrim.
Like
the Lord was a pilgrim.
Cast away your nets and follow me. These things, when you seek the Lord 10 times more, you got to be willing to lose everything. You know what I'm saying? Behind the production of the truth, man, including your life. You see what I'm saying? Oh, that's like you'll complain if somebody get laid out on the highways. You'll complain about it and say that apostles are not right, because you can tell the apostles ain't right because somebody getting shot out there because of teaching your madness and your doctrine. But then you won't recognize the fact that Peter and them, every apostle got killed behind teaching the truth, man. The Most High told Jonas to leave his family, man. He wanted to go back to Nineveh. He wanted to, Jonas. But Jonah, he wanted to go back to Nineveh. He wanted to chill, man. And the Most High said, hey, man, you got to do what the fuck I tell you to do. Ain't no man that the Most High chose kept their old life and did their thing. Moses, give me that in Hebrews, the 11th chapter. Everybody gave up what they had to give up, and they were willing to sacrifice to do what's according to the agenda of the Most High. Even if it was something that they don't want to do, like pay tithes, be under a man, and different things like that. Make sacrifices, man. You niggas ain't willing to make sacrifices. You trying to get in the kingdom with your cake and eat it too. You can't do that, man. You know what I'm saying? He said, what man could gain the world and lose his life, man? Vice versa. Like, what's the point of gaining everything, gaining the world, if you should lose your soul? You gotta understand that this place ain't worth it. It's an affliction for a season, man. That's all it is. You'll look back on all your accomplishments and things that you weren't willing to sacrifice your life for the truth for, and be like, man, I could have gave that shit up like 18 times.
And you think about it, in order for us to come back to the Most High, what had to be done? A sacrifice had to be made.
Yep.
His only begotten Son. So you think that you're better than yahawahshi? You ain't got to sacrifice your life and things that you want in this life, but you're supposed to make it though? That don't even make sense. It does not add up.
That's right.
Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
Well, it's a faith for everybody, getting the hell up out of here. Or getting peace. Let's say that. Because Yahawah don't want to leave. Some brothers, whether they say it, all these brothers that be going off, whether they want to say it or not, they don't want to get up out of here. Because at a point, you want to realize that these things is not worth it. Respecting women to how you feel they should be respected. Teaching about a certain doctrine that you don't agree with. If it's in the scriptures, you just like, if you're ready to get up out of here, like, oh, it's in the scriptures, I can't, I'm so far we'll get out of here, I got time, to be worried about, how a nigga make his milkshake, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, get into these prophecies, man. As you see, all these people that be talking shit and other things, that don't really get into prophecies, man. You know, I can't even say really. I don't, you know, it's all about scoffing, exposing, telling somebody what it ain't. You know what I'm saying? And don't want to tell them what it is. These things of that nature. Then when you tell them what it is, you break it down totally wrong. You know, these people just all for self, man. You know, you had something you wanted to get?
Yeah.
This is Philippians 3 and verse 7. But what things were gained to me, those I counted lost for yahawahshi.
Yep. Those I kind of lost for yahawahshi, man. That's what it's all about. You know, lay your treasures up in heaven. You know, and all these things, like I say, I'll be as a pilgrim, man. Anything that has the ability to take you out of the grace of the Most High, you gotta, you know, you gotta be able, willing to sacrifice. It's just like you racing on a boat and you got too much cargo on it, man, and you just unwilling to dump the cargo, man. You got a crate full of diamonds, rubies, this and that, but if you don't win this race, you're gonna die. You see what I'm saying? But you're not willing to just throw that cargo off the ship because you're like, oh man, this is diamonds though. Like, you're gonna die, you ain't gonna be able to use it anyway. You know, that's how brothers are when it comes to just not being able to put off the mortal man. You know, oh, I can't believe they'll say something like that, or oh, you want to use the time money for that. You got a problem with it, and you just willing to, nah, I can't let that ride. You know, I can't let that slide. You guys are crazy, man. But then you'll turn around, you are nowhere near as efficient that you are as far as being an Israelite, you know, without the help of the apostles through the graces of the Most High yahawahshi. These niggas are not efficient, man. Hell, I'm Shabbat was missing. You know, popped up out the woodworks. Acting like you want to reprove somebody, man. Where the fuck you was at, man? You can't do that. You know, what about feeding the flock, man? Because that's what it's really about. Getting the hell up out of here. You know? Go ahead.
It says, yea, doubtless, and I count all things but loss, for the excellency of the knowledge of yahawahshi, my Lord, for whom I have suffered the loss of all things, and do count them but dung, that I may win Hamashiach. You know, making that sacrifice, man. You can't bring no baggage into this, man. You know, that baggage is that sin, that old man. You can't bring that into this truth. You know, you can't mix that money shit with, this is pure, man.
You about to get beamed up, and you hit the alarm on your car. Chip, chip.
The missile is on his way.
Get that shit up. It's gone. It's a wrap, man. You out of here, man. There's better things ahead, man. That's why when you know, I used to imagine a kingdom. You know, I just had to say, man, no fucking TVs and cars and, you know, when you think of riches, that's not what it is, man. I just like, man, what's really rich? What's that real rich, you know, richness? It's like, you know, I envision the movie Troy. I believe it's Troy. Yeah, with Achilles and everything, man. And how to do for the king, he was looking over the balcony and he was on a beachfront, there was a wall, and all you see is ocean, you know, on your balcony. You know what I'm saying? Your balcony is the edge of a kingdom, an empire.
Ain't no houses or nothing right next door, nothing.
Nah,
that's all you.
Your joint is a villa, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep,
you like a ranch, but it's kingdom type style, man. You know, and that's the type of things. But brothers be, you know, they stuck here. You know, this is all they can see. They're not spiritual. Okay.
Hebrews 11:2. It says, for by it the elders obtained a good report. So that faith, they obtained a good report by that faith. Because through them we learned about faith. You know, of course, ultimately through yahawahshi, but because of faith, we know who the men of the Lord are. Because you can't see faith. It just told you what faith is. You know? It says, through faith we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of the Most High, so that things which are seen were not made of things which do appear.
Yep. Go ahead.
By faith Abel offered unto the Most High a more excellent sacrifice than Cain.
That whatever the will of the Most High was, you know, they did that through faith, through the belief that what the Most High not only is saying is right, but this is the right thing to do. This is what's supposed to be done. You know, and you're hell bent on doing the right thing, man. Okay? not trying to find your own way, because what Cain did, you know, he tried to find his own way. He wanted to keep what he wanted, and he wanted to give what he wanted. He tried to find his own way. I'm going to sacrifice to the Most High, but I want to keep my meat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to give him veggies.
This fruit might be better.
Yeah, this food might be healthy. You know?
Give us some vitamins.
So that's what niggas be doing, man. You know, you don't like how the apostles teaching. So you try to, you know, you try to still teach, but teach your own way type of thing. You know? Go ahead.
It says, by which he obtained witness that he was righteous, the Most High testifying of his gifts, and by it he being dead yet speaketh. By faith Enoch was translated that he should not see death, and was not found, because the Most High had translated him.
Yep, and that's the ultimate goal. These are all things that are goal bent, keeping order, getting salvation. You know, go ahead.
For before his translation, he had this testimony that he pleased the Most High.
That he pleased. that's through the Spirit that he pleased the Most High. That's how you get the hell up out here. Not pleasing yourself and the Most High. Sometimes you gotta cut your, like the saw. You gotta cut yourself off, cut your leg off to get the hell up out that trap, man.
Yep.
You know, if one eye offend you, pluck it out. Because at the end of the day, it's all about getting out of here. But how you get up out of here is to please the Most High. Because when your eyes offending you, it's basically displeasing the Most High. If your left hand is doing some wicked shit, then you cut it off. That's what it means, is getting out the pleasure of the Most High, man. Okay, go ahead.
But without faith, oh man, bro, you sure you want me to read? Them niggas might not like this, bro. But without faith, it is impossible to please him.
Yeah, but without faith, it is impossible to please him. It's impossible. You have to have faith that who the Most High set up, as far as right now, what we're talking about is as far as the apostles, our leaders, those are our leaders. You know, like when you read about Joab and Abner, those people followed their leader all the way to the end, you know. All great men followed, you know, and then when they deviated, they got punished. You know, but the best and most elite people were the people that had a tremendous amount of faith, which is going through this whole chapter, and they followed their leader, man. And when they deviated, then something happened to them. Moses followed all the way through. You want me to do this? You want me to give this up? You want me to do that? It's going to read about him. But then at the same time, when he deviated and he hit that rock and said he did it, he displeased the Most High. The Most High punished him. You know? And David, he followed, but then when he committed adultery, he displeased the Most High and he punished him. You know? Solomon, he believed, he went against the Most High's will by worshiping other gods, or basically marrying women. You know what I'm saying? When I say marrying heathen, like really believing in their beliefs, putting up
Samson.
Samson.
He broke his vow.
Yep. These people get punished, but Samson was strong because of his faith in the Most High, man, and him staying within the realm of what the Most High tell him what to do. The Most High told him don't cut his locks off. That's what your strength is. But you got to the point where a woman got to you, there had to have been a point that you did not consider either that wasn't important, or your strength wasn't important, or you thought you can control that strength because you just had it for so long.
She loved you so much that she wouldn't betray you.
You was willing to sacrifice that, that you loved her so much you thought you had her under control.
Yep.
After she came at you 3 or 4 times. You know?
That's deep in itself right there.
Yep.
Dang.
You know, so you have to stay within the box, because guess what? Satan ain't gonna never stop coming at you. You know, eventually, if you ain't built for this, he gonna catch you at the right time. He has unlimited stamina, man, when it comes to fucking with you. You know? He gonna be like, damn, this nigga on that shit, man, fuck. You know, he gonna come at you. He don't got no pride or nothing. Like, you make him feel salty. Get thee behind me, Satan, you piece of shit. You got that situation. Well, what about this? Well, what about that? Well, what about this? And a lot of niggas crack, man. You know, run across some, or Satan start talking to him. Apostles ain't who you think they is. Look at it, just men. Masters over you? You. You got nine.
You got knowledge.
Look at your views.
Yeah, look at
You
your
know?
views. Look what ability you have.
Yeah, look how smart you are. Look at these edits.
Ain't nobody editing like you.
Yeah, all that say be going hard, boy. You trying to go to sleep that shit out here in your dream. You know what I'm saying?
Got you
Like, he'll give you no breaks, man. You know?
every day, man.
Got you sick. Then he start talking to you while you sick. Look at you sick, man. If you had, you want to pay your tights, you would have had money.
Why you say this?
Get your medicine.